Why does that look dusty? I need a little. Oh, it's just a little microwave showing there. Let me see if I could clean the little camera on there. Oh. You know, when you have like a cold, can't hear too well. I feel a little congested on my ear. All right. Let's see. Did that help? It's a lot more clear. Hello. What's going on, cookies? I'm sorry I'm behind. I was on a conference call with the OG cookies. As some of y'all know, on Instagram, we do Worn Three Ways Wednesdays. And every month we get on chat, we get on a Zoom call, and we discuss the things, how we're going to handle the month ahead with the styling challenge, and just talking about personal growth online and stuff like that. Good morning. Hey, y'all. I'm sick as hell. Can I tell y'all? I am not. I thought it was allergies. Girl, no. I'm getting beat up a little bit right now. It's a cold. So I'm just making a quick coffee. I've hydrated and all the other stuff, but what's going on? I didn't have a video yesterday and I haven't gone live in a while. So I figured, let me connect with you guys and see what's going on. It's been a minute. And plus, I want to, the Sephora sale is coming up. Here's the thing. I don't really think it's a big importance to like talk about what to buy for beauty right now. Because, girl, the way these tariffs is looking and things are happening, I feel like we're not going to be focusing on makeup and all that stuff. So I feel like it's going to go back to how it was during COVID, where we're focusing on our skincare. And I've been testing some stuff out for y'all behind the scenes that I'm like, ooh, girl. So the sale started. I feel like there's like, you know how they have like VIB and Rouge? Like they have like 3 different tiers of like how often you shop at Sephora, you get a certain time access. I think VIB is on sale for them now. So it works like that. Excuse the sound of ice if it bothers you. Hold on real quick. Okay, I got the ice. I don't like the sound of it either. I don't know. It makes me cringe. So like, I feel like other people might be the same. I got I put coconut and vanilla flavoring in there. I have my little Nespresso shot there. And then I told you I tried the milk milk. Ooh, I'm trying the milk, but this time I got, and someone told me there's only this one size. It is just this one. That's ridiculous. Expensive ass non-dairy. But I do like this brand so far. So I got the oat milk with the vanilla. Oh, I didn't have to put vanilla in my dang thing. So this is my first time trying the oat. Let me taste it first. Because I really like the coconut milk, but Carlos has another oat milk that it's very, I don't know if this is going to work because I can't really taste much. It's very watery. I don't know. Oh, yes, thank you. You like this? So I tried this coconut one, and then I saw that they have this one. Shake it up. You prefer the oat milk? Let me do this one. Let me see. It still looks like watery. Which, listen, honestly, I don't mind it. Excuse me, I don't mind it. I guess I think that I prefer the coconut milk instead of this one. They are lighter in taste compared, and I like Chobani. That's what I was drinking before, and I have some here. I feel like I should use this one in this. A little latte. I don't have to fill it up. I don't need that much. But I wish they would make them in bigger jugs. Like, come on. It's like 3 servings. I don't like that. I need bigger bottles. Bigger bow. I need bigger bottles. And so I feel like the coconut one has just a little bit more thickness to it, but not too thick because I'm weird about texture too. I prefer the coconut version. Hello. They are expensive, but I also, oh, wait a minute. I like this. Okay, so wait, the oat milk I like for my latte. I like the coconut milk for my cereals. Because I'm eating cereal again, guys. Oh my God, wait. So, wait. Some of y'all don't know, but I have like weird food intolerances. Like I cannot eat corn-based products like I used to. Like I noticed some things I can still handle, but like cereal and stuff, cereal has a lot of corn in it, has a lot of fillers, and like my body just doesn't work well with it. But I found this 7 Sundays cereal. Now this one is high. Like it's not your, what's it called? Cocoa Pebbles, which I miss. But it will do. And I feel like this tastes good. There's another brand of cereal that is not corn-based and gluten-free and all that other stuff. And there's like an aftertaste that it has that tastes like artificial sugar. And it has like a weird lasting taste. And I don't like stuff. I cannot get over stuff like that. This doesn't. It's very clean cut, very to the point. So I want to try other flavors, but this real cocoa one is cute. Like it's nice. And I like it with these milks. It tastes good. Like it gives me that satisfaction like of eating cereal on a Saturday morning watching cartoons. You know what I'm saying? Which I miss. Yeah. I will drink hot coffee from time to time, but even in the depths of an ice age, I'm going to have an iced coffee. I guess you can say I have a ice box where my heart used to be. Okay. Yeah, I love iced. Okay, so let's go into the bathroom. I got to figure out how I'm going to set y'all up in the bathroom. I'm so congested, it's not even funny. Ooh, you have the maple sunflower. Ooh, I feel like the maple one would taste, the maple flavor of that cereal. I feel like it would taste really good, actually. All right, let's go. Did Carlos drop some of his egg omelet on the floor here and did not pick it up? Sir, his omelet looked real good, too. That man been chefing it up, okay? He can cook. He can cook. All right. Well, thank you. Today is probably the other night when I came back. I have to tell y'all something. And I need y'all to like promise you won't be mad at me because I have to explain something I did. Let's go. Let's go into the bathroom. But I have I've interacted with Target twice this week. Let me explain. Don't yell at me. I'm going to explain. I just need to prop y'all up on something. I'm thinking, I'm gonna use my hamper. Oh, I had things on my hamper. Hold on. Oh, I have to do my laundry, but it's fine. Okay. I did twice. Okay. Yes. Okay. So here's the thing. Let me just move this because I need to get into this cubby here. Okay. So here's the thing. I have interacted with Target twice. And look, oh my God, I bought the cutest jeans for them yesterday. It felt so bad. Okay, so listen. The Target team, they have this collaboration coming up, right, with Kate Spade, and they're doing marketing around it. And it's out. The news is out that it's coming out, and there was an opportunity for me to do something with it, but it didn't work out. And it was because, I really wanted to not address the elephant in the room, basically, But anyway, it didn't work out on that end, okay? But I did go to the party that they had to highlight the campaign. And really, I wanted to go because I know for a fact there are several women of color behind the initiatives when it comes to these collaborations, to the influencer marketing, to a lot of ins and outs. And the reality is, that there's not much legally that they can do to shed light on some things that would make us happier as consumers to know what's going on behind the scenes because of the DEI rollback, right? So, knowing that we're boycotting, and I haven't shopped with Target since like December, honestly, like before this stuff happened, and it just kind of like was very easy to continue not shopping because of the DEI rollback and all this other stuff. So I was just like, I know that this is an issue to buy from them, to go into their store, but this collaboration is being worked on by several Black women, and I love them and I respect their work. And it's just like, the boycott is going to have implications on us first. Like the Black and brown people that work in the Target stores, they're going to get fired first off of this. And while we're proving a point, while it is hindering their stance as a company, and like their shareholders are pretty pissed, I do think like, damn, this boycott, the first round of people that's going to get really messed up over it are the Black and brown people that are working in the store. And then the next round of people could be the Black and brown people in corporate that hold it down in different ways. Technically, they still got a DEI program. Technically, they still have one. Technically, nothing has changed behind the scenes at their corporation. There is still DEI programming. It is called belonging at Bullseye. I don't know why. I do know why. They don't want to market it. It would behoove them for us to know that they still have a DEI program. It's renamed. It's weird that they had to rename it in the first place. But it, government funding, government connections. If you look at the lineage of Target been around, technically, the ownership of Target, the beginning of Target is called something else, 1902, I think. The family that owns it is a great grandfather. No, one of the grandsons that owns the company is a senator, a Republican senator, was the governor of Ohio at some point. So they have a lot of Republican government affiliation as a company overall, right? So it's just like, if you look at all the little different pieces, it's like, oh, okay, so y'all just gonna rename it and then you're not gonna say anything about it because you need to uphold this connection to government funding and connections and all this other stuff that is important to you, but it just makes you look crazy to us. It looks like you're not supporting us because you're bowing down to this. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And I think that our boycott, it is definitely, I think it is important to do. I see how it's implicating them. I see that it's making waves. I personally do feel bad that it would have implications on the people that cannot control what's going on, but it is connected to their livelihood. Oh, I don't like that. But I have not been shopping there. And as a creator, I would be nervous to work with them also, unless I'm able to talk about the reality of what's going on. So here's the thing. I went to the party for Kate Spade and Target collaboration, just as I did last year for Diane von Furstenberg and Target. And that also was curated by the same Black women that curated this particular collaboration, party, experience, all the things. I went for the Black women at Target, number one. It was beautiful. I didn't get no content. I didn't record anything. I kind of was dodging some of the cameras. I was like, and while I was there was like one dress that I saw that I was like, that's a very nice dress. Why does it feel so? It is a very soft dress. Why is this so soft? Oh, I like the colors of this dress. So I'm like looking at it, I said, that's a nice dress. It's $35. It's only $35. But it feels soft. It's very size inclusive because I could, if I'm a size small, I can go down to an extra small. So the extra large is really a triple X. Wait a minute now. So I'm looking at this thing and I'm just like, I really like this dress. And it really meant a lot to some of the crew that helped with the collaboration at Target. Like it was a dream come true experience for them to help with this collaboration. So I was like, I'm gonna buy the dress. I bought the dress. So that's my first interaction with Target on Wednesday evening. I'm sorry, Thursday evening. So I bought the dress and some cookies. Of course, why wouldn't I buy some cookies? But I took the label off the thing. I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, so they're raspberry something, strawberry, some kind of cookie. I don't. They're shortbread cookies. And I bought it, and I took the label off because it's so cute. Look at the little tin can. Look at the tin can. It can hold the things when it's done. And the cookies are good. The cookies are good. I think they're so good. So I bought the cookies from Kate Spade and Target. And I got the dress. I got a hair clip because now I got hair that I could clip up. It's a strawberry hair clip. I bought the clip. It was like $10, maybe less. I don't even think it was $10. I don't remember. I spent $100. I spent $100 in full. I love the quality of the pieces. So, you want to see the dress? Okay. Okay. So when I saw it, hold on. So when I saw the dress, okay, wait. So when I saw the dress, and this, so you guys know how like I'll take a Pinterest outfit and just like I'll see a thing. This is the look that I'm like, oh, I want to style it this way. Do y'all remember this moment? Carrie, she had broke up with the man who was a writer, but like he couldn't last too long in bed at all. And she got real close to his family, and it was like she really broke up with the mom. And then she saw the girls getting brunch, and like Charlotte was mad at Samantha because she had sex with her brother. Like it was a whole thing. So like I like how it fits in like the Stuart Weitzman sandals that I have, the Georgie sandals, the tan suede ones. And like I have like I could top handle back. Like, I was just like, oh my God. It's $35. And why does it feel so soft? So I got that, the cookies, and like little bag charms. So, that happened. And so let me tell you my second interaction with purchasing from Target. I'm just gonna tell you guys, okay? Because I was telling Gigi and Mickey the OG cookies on our call. I was like, I can't hold water. I feel like I'm gonna tell them, and I feel like I'm gonna tell y'all. So yesterday, Carlos was looking high and low for a specific Tylenol cold medicine, and he just was not finding it. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm sitting on the couch the night before, and this is how like I felt like, oh my God, I'm gonna get damned to hell just for going to this Target event. Because that night when I got home, I was really sick, like to the point where like my skin felt horrible. And I was like, couldn't breathe. I was just really listen, because they took no. So that's the thing. Sandra, did you just get in here? Because I'll circle back on the whole thing. Because here's the thing. Couldn't find my Tylenol medicine where he was in Queens and in Brooklyn. I mean, not Brooklyn, the Bronx. I said, I know who has the medicine. And I done ordered the things from, so I got 4 things from, what's it called? From Target. Because I need to, I'm sorry. I need my Tylenol medicine for my cold that I know that works. And they had it. So those are my 2 interactions. So Sandra, what I was saying earlier, yes, I haven't been shopping with Target since December, and then intentionally since we found out the things in January about the DEI rollback. When I first started the conversation, I said to y'all, there's some things that I've been thinking about when it comes to our boycott. The boycott has been intentional for me, yes, but when it came to this particular collaboration with Target and K Spade, and they started marketing it like the other day. I think it goes live on the 12th. There are several Black and brown women behind the scenes at Target that put together this collaboration, as well as the party that I got invited to commemorate the collaboration. There was an opportunity for me to make content, but I wasn't really, it wasn't about highlighting the lack of the DEI program. So it just didn't work out a certain way, but I still got to go. And I really went to see the women behind the collaboration. The other thing too, it's very hard to manage the thought process or the feelings around the fact that Target rolled back their DEI, because number one, they renamed their DEI. If you ask people at Target, in corporate and in store, nothing has changed about DEI. And also DEI really benefits the most white women. Okay. White women, then Asian, Indian, then Latina, then Native American, then handicapped, then us, Black folk. We are last on the totem pole when it comes to benefiting from DEI, but DEI looks very different at every company. DEI also includes being able to offer new mothers breastfeeding spaces at work, or the type of ability to take a break if you are uh, practicing Ramadan. Like DEI looks different at a lot of different companies. And when I spoke to several people who work on the corporate side of Target outside of this collaboration, they literally said it's very frustrating for them to experience because literally nothing has changed. Their DEI program has been renamed to Belonging at Bullseye. But the frustrating part is Target is not marketing the fact that they've renamed their DEI program in order to fit into the standards of the government policy and changes. And that's their connection, because really the root of Target and its family is literally political. And I don't know if you heard this other part, Sandra, but the owners of Target is literally a Republican senator. He was literally the governor of Ohio at one point. So it's like there's so much affiliation with the government. And then there's also funding too. That a lot of these companies are just like, well, let me just roll into this policy format that Trump has so we don't like ruffle too many feathers. Like, we got to stay afloat. And at this point, with all, and like, I'm not trying to get political on not, I don't like talking politics here. I don't like showing my emotions when it comes to politics. It really ruffled too many feathers when I did it before. And I also just feel like that's not, this isn't the type of content that I do. Like, I'm not a political content creator, but I have my opinions and I have my ways and I have my practices. I grew up in a family where I've been marching since I was 8 years old. We're big activists. NAACP was actually a headquarters in Baltimore. I'm very familiar and comfortable with, and played games as a child, and because my father's work involvement with that, right? So when it comes to coming together as a group and actually doing something to make a move and to really change things and to follow through with actions or inaction, that is something that I'm heavily like ingrained in me. My issue is, in this day and age, you know, it's very hard to get people together. I'm actually very shocked and proud that the boycott is going so strong, because I didn't think it would last. I didn't think it would really be a thing, because I feel like in this day and age, people are not mentally strong enough to stay consistent with something like this. I believe in the boycott. The only thing I have an issue with the boycott is, you know, if we're taking our dollars and we're keeping our dollars, which is great, we should show them how important and strong our dollar is, because we are the biggest group of spenders. Trillions come from us, right? My issue with the boycott is we don't safeguard the Black and brown people working the front lines, the Black and brown people who work at Target stores, who work in corporate. Because when the chips fall, and they are falling, who's going to be first to get let go? Because there's a lot of jobs being lost right now, and anyway, for many different reasons, because of this new president. But it's just like, what is going to happen to the people who work in the stores? And then after that, okay, they're like, what's going to happen to the people who are working in corporate, who are making sure that inclusion is still there, and that are pushing these projects, that are doing their work and doing their day-to-day and doing the best that they can, and being tight-lipped about the things that they can't talk about? What's going to happen with them? So it's like, I believe in solidarity. I do. But I also feel like a lot of things have to make sense. And it's like, when it comes to, did they take all of our stuff out? I know they took away, what's it called? Future Collective, which is odd. Tabitha Brown, her images are not really, like, they don't, They don't single her stuff out anymore. Now it's all a part of home goods or stationery and all this other stuff. She's not separated between the other brands like it used to be. Some brand recently just got pulled out and she's telling people not to shop there. My only issue is what was her sell through? Because the reality is too, brands do not hold shelf space if they're not selling. Unfortunately, do we know more information about white-owned brands that are on their shelves that are not Target private brands, right? Because there's a lot of brands that are in Target, like who owns Good and Gather snacks? Is that Target owned? I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, if it's not private owned, if it's white owned, are they having good sell through? Are they staying on the shelves? Like, there's a lot of other things to think about. Really push for Black community to boycott Target on every platform. Yes, and I do think that it's making a point. It is definitely making a point. I'm just a little concerned about the Black and brown people that are going to be casualties in it. And where do we buffer and save space for them? That's my concern. I did do this event because I wanted to support the Black women that were very passionate about creating this particular collaboration and curating that, because it's their job. Like, that's their job. They work for Target. My channel is about fashion, comedy, wellness, all the things, honey. Welcome. As a person of African descent in the Caribbean, I'm very proud of how Black community in the U.S. has come together, generally in the face of all this neo-fascism. You have international support. And that's the other thing. Black people, and some people might get upset with me, and I'm surprised that this boycott has been sought through for this far, because organization and sticking together is not our strong suit. But I'm glad that this is finally happening, because it's showing that we can actually come together and make something move and shake a table. Because while other things will come up in the next 4 years, we're going to need that same energy. And I hope it doesn't just stick with this one boycott. I really do. Because if we could take our dollars away from many other things, oh baby, if we can rebuild our own things, baby. So I think that it's important because it shows us what we can do and what we're capable of doing, and it shows them what we're capable of doing. But I also think that it is important to understand that programming and ensuring that we're safe throughout the people that are boycotting, but also the people that have to experience the boycott. With a well-publicized end date. I thought it was 40 days. Like, I thought, and also, what's the plan? What's the plan for boycotting after 40 days? What are we doing after the 40 days? What are we asking for after the 40 days? So what I'm saying is, because me and my dad talk about this a lot, it's like, we love our people, but we cannot focus. Like, it's been a long time since we've been able to focus. There was a picture he sent me, and that was like one of the last times I actually felt solidarity. That was the last time that I actually felt Black people were coming together to shake the table. Hold on. He sent me a picture a while ago from a march that we did in Philadelphia, and I was like maybe 8 or 9. Hold on. And don't laugh, because I look like a little boy in the picture, but it is what it is. We have to make a stand somewhere. I refuse to spend my money where it's not appreciated. Costco has benefited greatly. And that's the thing, it's like, I don't have access, like Costco. Like I said, I don't really shop at Target for many things as it is. Like, it's not like, I don't miss it, you know? Where are those pictures at? This top is from Skip. This is old though. I don't know if they even make these anymore. I got this like 2019. I got this. But they have bodysuits that I really wear a lot that have like this. I think it's called the Fits Everybody tanks. Y'all, I cannot find these pictures. What is going on? I had planned on boycotting forever. The Montgomery boycott started with a deadline and it was extended. You have to give people a finish line and be willing to adjust it. My plan is until the policy is changed. If it never changes, I will not return. I was going to ask the same thing about the top. Your conversation was so serious. I was like, okay, this is that's funny. No, it's all good. But I think that it is important for the leaders that are overseeing or publicizing this boycott to be more clear about the plan and the approach, the follow through, what we're looking for with it. You know, obviously, we're looking for policy change. Obviously, we're looking for them to market the fact that they just renamed their DEI program. We want to see the fact that they are still treating their employees a certain way, but we also want to see a certain level of behavior change when it comes to the consumer facing stuff, right? And that's important to us too. And I think that, you know, calling a request to have what's it called, like a town hall meeting with them, or how do we connect with their shareholders? What are their shareholders saying now? Damn it, I can't find these pictures of this march. You never see links in my videos, but I put them in the description. The description box is below the video. And there's more, like sometimes you'll see a dot, 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 or like a click down and it's all there. But my brand line is called Gray Layers. I'm still working on the next drop and how to fix that jacket. All types of boycotting has tremendous impact on company financials. Don't forget, which is the main thing that it is doing. It is doing, but it's wild to me that within even the first 3 weeks of this boycott, they see their numbers dropping millions of dollars per day that they're losing out on. Their shareholders are pissed, and we have not seen not a bit of difference in their approach. So it's like, and one of the girls told me, because I got to the event very late on purpose, for the Target Kate Spade event. They said when the event first started, all the white women were there. So we are making an impact, but it's just like, what can we do next? The Target fast has 4 key demands. List them out for us, Mickey. I'm not following anyone specifically. I heard it in the news. Okay. Yeah, it is a hard position to be in. Right, because it's like, are they expecting us to come back? And it's just like, can we vocally, can we say out loud, like, we're extending it, like, we're gonna keep going until till you guys change it, you know? Like, are they listening? Are they really doing anything? Well, I really think the images on WhatsApp fell off. That's quite annoying. I'm gonna have to ask my dad to resend me those. Oh, found them. Oh my God. Y'all, look. Wait. What in Jesus' name? Okay. Okay, I don't know why I can't blow these up, but this is from the Million Women March in Philly. Okay. So cool. And like men were there too to support the march as well. That's me with that big old messenger bag. And these group of women. My grandmother was heavily involved. That's my grandma right here. My father's mother. And she was always going on marches between Baltimore, Philly. I look like a little boy. Oh my God, look at me. I look like a little boy. But I was there with my little flag, like just going along. I wish I would have gotten one of these sweatshirts or something. Like maybe my dad has, maybe my grandmother bought one. But, it's times like this that, we just don't see like that anymore. There I go looking like a little boy again. Looking like a little boy, looking like at the Million Women March. My mom was probably pissed about how my father dressed me that day, but he always dressed me so tomboyish. That's so funny. Here's a picture of me playing basketball. Anyway, but yeah, so it's just like, what's the follow through? What is the process? Mickey, okay, there goes Mickey. Target fast demands honor $2 billion pledge. Okay, thank you. Bank $250 million in black banks. Restore DI commitment and build retail centers at 10 HBCUs. Okay, so but Mickey, is there any information about after the 40 days? And like, who's scheduling the meeting with these people to make sure that they meet the demands? Because also, they renamed their DEI. So it's like, restore the commitments. The commitments haven't been lost. They just renamed the commitment. So I love Mickey. Thank you, Mickey. Because a lot of us have been getting bits and pieces of this information, and it's not all streamlined and understood. And that's where boycotts that can be so strong can kind of disappear in a way, because we don't have all the information. And I think that's on purpose too. They want us to have like just bits of information. I'm gonna have a cookie. I'm gonna have a Target cookie. But it's very good. It has a little bit of lemon zest in there. I mean, obviously I like cookies. I really like this cookie. It's very nice. But I'm glad I took the label off, because I can use it for different things. We need, like, I love little tin cans. Come on. And this helped me breathe so much better in the shower. My the vapor shower tabs. Them little eucalyptus plants, the shower head ain't gonna do shit when you have a cold. You can't breathe. Like, you need this for extra. So is Pastor Jamal gonna ask for the meetings to make sure they meet the demands? So to at least be like, so we did the boycott. These are our demands. Are you gonna meet our demands? Okay, I'm gonna tell my people we're gonna continue for another 30 days. Like, are we gonna have anyone go in there and talk to these people? Now, that's what I'm saying. I would just like to know what the plan is, follow through. Because just like Lent, just like we give up things for Lent, and we slip up because we forgot Friday is no meat day, right? Did I eat meat yesterday? No, I didn't. You can say, I'm sorry. I was in a predicament. I'm starting over. I'm sorry. I was in a predicament. I'm starting my boycott over. If the Lord can forgiveth a slip up during Lentith, y'all can forgive me for my Target interactions this week. Am I forgetting? When did we vote for that? Right. It's interesting. Listen, he has his past. Whatever. I appreciate him doing this, but like I need him to make sure that he does the follow through stuff. Yes, those tabs are powerful. Just discovered them last month. Fumigate those. Listen, I felt like a new woman. Okay. I didn't even know they were demands. It wasn't that deep for me. I found another place to shop, kept on moving. I know some things is easy just to find. You know what y'all, there's these Target chips, the Good and Gather chips. They're like these little pita chips with the Parmesan and the garlic. It's a savory. No, like I was hoping so hard that they were gonna have them at that event in like a little bowl or something. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. I would buy those in like bulk. Like I would buy like 3 at a time. And I ran out in January. And I was just like, it's fine. I'll be fine. And like legitimately, I forgot about them because like I've been finding other snacks to enjoy from other places. Then someone reminded me about Good and Gather chips from Target. And I was like, did they sell those anywhere else? It's like, I went into that case made event. I was like, they got chips anywhere? They got, I don't want that. They got chips? I'll take the cupcake. Do y'all got them chips? Damn, like I was so mad they didn't have those damn chips. I feel like these are Good and Gather shortbread cookies, you know? But like, oh God, I don't have the chips. I should have bought so many more in January before we started this. It's so good with cheese. Oh my God. Anyway, let's get into some stuff that's really been working for me, and I want to tell y'all about it with this Sephora sale coming up. You say the Trader Joe's chips ain't the same. It don't have the like you ever get so okay. For those of us who have eaten Doritos, I don't eat Doritos anymore. But when I did, you know how like you would have a ranch Dorito chip and you would get to like the bottom of the Dorito bag and then you pull out that one chip that has all the seasoning. All the seasoning on that one chip. And you just take your time with that one chip because all the seasonings that's on that chip. And you just, I'm salivating, okay? The Good and Gather pita chips, I think it's rosemary. It's a rosemary flavor, I think. Oh, more chip. They have so many chips with all the flavor on that one chip. There's so many freaking little chips in that bag. They have all the freaking flavors on that one chip. And you just want to dip it in cheese. Like you don't have to search hard for that flavor colored Dorito, okay? In a Good and Gather bag. Like half of the chips in that bag have all the seasonings. I'm such a snacker. Y'all know how I love shoes? I love snacks. I just really miss those chips. And I'm like, I'm trying to act like I ain't feeling nothing about it, but damn it, I miss them chips. Okay? So during my 2 interactions, this one I ain't get my chips, okay? So support and necessity, my interactions involved, okay? So I'll try it, but I'm literally drooling. Oh my God. Excuse me. Pardon me. But let's get to the nitty gritty, okay? Because I ain't gonna keep y'all too long today. I'm telling you. They need to learn today. All right. So first and foremost, there's not a lot of jewelry stuff. I'm not jewelry. There's not a lot of makeup products that I think I need to discuss really with you guys for this Sephora sale. However, one item is not on Sephora that I think a lot of y'all asked me about, which is my eyebrows, which are not filled in. As you can see, okay, this is the reverse. It's bothering me. I feel a little weird. Okay, so where am I? This eyebrow. So my eyebrows are far from each other and kind of off, right? You can see that. Wait, there we go. You see it's a little different. This eyebrow when I was 18 years old, I'm 36. I'm 36. I'll be 37 this year. In my mind, I'm 27 forever. But anyway, she took my eyebrow and shortened it with the wax. And ever since then, I ain't had nobody touch my eyebrows ever since because it never grew back. So you can see my trust is gone. But I use by Ellie, which is a UK brand, to like lay these little things down because they're curly, they are unruly. They don't want to listen to any other eyebrow smoother outer. This little thing by Ellie. By Ellie. And it's not expensive. So get up on it now because I don't know if we're gonna have to pay something when they come into US on the shipment delivery. I don't know if we're gonna have to pay for anything. So get it now, bulk up on these now. If that's something that you need. All right, my other empties, I have some empties. This Mary Lelu, this is an oil, it's a CBD oil. Sephora is having their sale, it's starting. This isn't on Sephora either. Wait, let me talk about the things that are not on Sephora real quick that I'm like, y'all. So this is a great oil that I put over top of my other skincare as the last step at night. And I feel like whenever I use this, I wake up, my skin feels so supple. The thing about a CBD-based product or cannabis-based skincare product, it is an anti-inflammatory. It binds any receptors that are not connecting when it comes to like collagen and just overall restoration of your skin and rebuilding your skin's barrier. Okay, this just, it puts everything together. Another product that's kind of similar that I really am feeling right now is the Ever overnight facial oil. These two serve the same purpose and they're just amazing. This brand also, because I know I have a lot of mature ladies on my channel. I love you guys. This is actually geared to women who are going through menopause too. They have products that help with hot flashes, help with overall dryness too. So check into Ever Beauty because they're really good for moisturization. And that's something that my facialist, Sean Garrett, has been making me focus on more and more is the overall moisturization. We're not so much focusing on my acne or hyperpigmentation. It's the moisture of my skin that is the basis of everything. And I've just been really dealing with moisturizing products overall. So these two, Mary Lelu, oh my God, I don't like this camera thing, and Ever. Check into these brands for the moisture. Now let's get into stuff that's actually at Sephora. I just wanted to talk to y'all about that. This Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched smoothing serum under your makeup. It revitalizes and brightens. This one, I was given this as a gift. This Paula's Choice Vitamin C Moisturizer. Oh, baby, it brightens your skin. Like it gives you a glow and it's a real glow. It gets into your skin. It evens your tone. Like there's sometimes where like this area is darker than the rest. It brightens me up. That they're shopping buddies. They're just good friends. But he also does her skincare too. Sean is a shopper. We're all shoppers. Oh my God. The other thing, what else? Hold on. Let me pull out everything that I feel is just like I don't want to do without ever. Okay. Okay. Where's that thing at? Oh, looking at me in my face. Okay. All right. On your last video, did you link the black pants you wore? What was my last video? What was that? You could see the pants I wore. It was a sit-down video. You could see my pants? What video was that? The matcha and mindset video? You could see my pants? I could figure out what pants I wore that day. I can't remember what pants I wore. Okay. So here's the thing. Not sure if this brand is on Sephora, but okay. Hyperpigmentation, usually it takes me like 6 months to get rid of a spot. This one brings it down to 1 month. It'll go away. I'll look back at the video and figure out by the waistband what pants I'm wearing. The Pharmacy Brighten Up, this is a golden child, and it really helps with my dark spots and scars from acne. But this remedy for dark spots, nah, there's something in there. I don't understand why it's so good. This thing is crazy, insane good. They gifted it to me. And usually, like when I'm gifted products like this, it would take me a month or two to talk about. I've had this for over a month. Literally, these scars on the side of my face, the way that this has lifted it before it even got too dark. Wow. Like they don't even know, none of these brands know I'm talking about them today. This is not a sponsored ad. I'm telling you, this I don't understand. It's super stacked dark spot correcting treatment. It's only for nighttime. It has retinol, mandelic acid, kojic acid, licorice root, niacinamide. But there's something in this that is insane. Check into that. And if you want a runner up, it would be the Pharmacy Brighten Up. Okay. 2 other like bases that I've been using, because my skincare is just like, I'm not playing with my skincare. Okay. See, y'all see remedy. Okay, they talking about. So I'm gonna put a link to all this stuff in the live description when we're finished. So this SK2, the treatment essence, I don't know what. It smells kind of like a vinegar almost. And to me, that tells me there's something pH balancing about this product that really sets the tone for everything else that I put on top of it. And I feel a very big difference when I don't use this. It is very good. It resets your skin, especially when you feel like your skin is kind of dry and like the barrier is gone. This resets it and makes it available to everything else that you put on after. This is a little bit of a stretch. This is actually a little expensive too. So for the sale, please get on this. It's better to get this on sale. This is also a little like, girl, it's pricey, but I really love her. I was like, damn, I didn't want to like this one so much, but I do. The La Mer, the treatment lotion, very great for hydration. If I don't have anything else to bind in hydration and I just have this on top of the essence, I feel really good about it. Like I'll put this and like a sunblock on. It's weird, but like that's, I don't know. It feels good to me skin wise. Shani Darden, black owned, black dermatologist. Shani Darden, the moisture boost plumping serum. This is something that Sean told me to get. This also really gets into the nitty gritty and really boosts that moisture for me. And I feel like since I've been focusing on moisturizing more so than anything else, everything else is kind of coming to play. Like my acne isn't that bad. Like I'll get like a small little tiny thing, but I don't get cystic as much as I used to. Big difference when I started using this. Ingrowns. Now, I feel like this, I've talked about this. You want to see? Wait. Hold on. Okay. I get ingrowns in my pelvic area whenever I get waxes, if I shave, whatever the case, any type of hair growth back in that area, I get a little uncomfortable, bumpy. Since I've been using this is the Topicals Ingrown Tonic. My dermatologist used to say, if you use it on your face, you can use it down there around your vagina. Okay, if you can use it around your hoo-ha, if you use it on your face, you can use it on your hoo-ha. If it's safe for your face, it's safe for your hoo-ha. Just don't put it in your hoo-ha. Okay, but obviously, like this area here, just around the bikini line here, and even just underneath a little bit there, I'll roll this on after I get out the shower, and it has done tremendous work for ingrowns overall. Like, I barely get an ingrown because of this, and I use it more so like 2 weeks after a wax, consistently every single day. You asked about consistency of, I agree. The SK2 is that girl. The mask worked damn near immediately. I'm just saying. It's really good. The consistency of the La Mer, it goes on. It's kind of like more like a serum. So you can see that it's a little bit thicker, but it's still runny like water. Not sticky. Well, maybe a little stick, because I see a little separation. But once it like starts to settle in, and then it just has like a nice little sheen, you could see it sitting on your skin. But it's very good. Whereas like SK2 is literally it's water. It's literally, I wish they would make it into a spritz, to be honest. La Mer, the best skin product line for my skin, but it is so pricey. So literally, my mornings, my day skincare, boom, boom, right after the other, boom, right after La Mer. And sometimes if I, like today, I actually did put on, the Road Milk, which I really like. I do like the Road Milk a lot, but I use it more so at nighttime. What else? Oh, so the other thing, I feel like I've been showcasing this a lot more on Instagram, okay? But I've been doing something that kind of resets me mentally every morning, and that's the dry brushing, which helps with dead skin, blood flow, and just like, I don't know, it's a lymphatic process. So I do that. I got this off of Amazon, and then I also use the wood therapy, which I feel makes a huge difference on my overall skin condition, shaping, cellulite, toning the body as well after like working out. But I do the skin brushing, every other day, and I do the wood therapy every day. And what works best for wood therapy is the slick that you have on your skin, and also how it settles and that you're not as greasy afterwards, right? The two combinations that I've been using when I don't care about how slick and greasy I am afterwards are these two. I've been using the Necessaire body lotion, and then I'll put that lotion on, and then I'll put the body oil, which is a grapefruit scent. It's really good, actually. Really nice and thick. It is glossy. It is greasy. It gives you all the feels. So obviously, if you're not wearing silk, satin, or anything that could pick up on your oil and show on the outside of your outfit, you could do it with this. But this just has the best slick combination and so moisturizing to overall epidermis. Okay, this is holy grail. The other thing that I do really like too, but it has a very interesting scent. It kind of smells like grass, but I just love how it deals with my skin, is the Claw de Lay the Smooth and Glow Oil Elixir. But really, you could do wood therapy with all the oils, any oil, and literally you start with your ankle. Like, you start with your ankle, you go 10 times, you just go over your whole body, okay? You do your legs, you do your inner thigh, you do here. You know, you could do this and just pick up the skin, all the booty and all the things. And then you go to your arms and you do the same thing. You go over like this. But it's just easier on the skin and it won't irritate you if you have a slick to your body. You go all the way up, all the way up. And you do every section 10 times or so, right? You do all the things. You want everything to go to your heart. You go to your shoulders. You go use your back and you smooth it out like this. You smooth it out like this. And then you go to the front. You smooth out the front. You move it according to how you feel. And if you want to know how, if you're doing it right, you're going to have to pee after it. You're going to put everything to the center, put everything to your heart, basically. But you start from your ankles to your arms, to your shoulders, to the back, to your stomach. And you just smooth everything over. And it feels really good to get the clavicle too. If you want, you can get your neck. But just look up diagrams on how to do this. This is on Amazon. I got this one on Amazon. But I really feel like right now I am a little bloated. But I do think that the shape of me has been influenced by the wood therapy work that I've been doing, because I feel like I have more of a waist. And I've always been a pretty up and down straight type of person. I also feel like, I can't really show you. I don't want to show you. I also feel like my thighs don't have as much cellulite. Like, this is a practice I do every day, and it makes a difference. And I do work out. I do toning workouts, but I feel that like my back, I also feel like I'm flatter here because of the wood, but you have to have some kind of oil slick on the wood therapy part, so it's just easy to get through. Is there anything else that I wanted to show y'all? Excuse me, my nose is running. I need tissue. But I just feel like there should be like way more focus on skincare than makeup with this sale, because you don't have to worry about covering stuff. If your skin, just worry about your skin. And even if it's not perfect how you want it, like, still enjoy it and don't judge it. If there are any makeup things that I could touch on, y'all know I love me a good old Bobbi Brown concealer. Okay, always and forever. One thing I've been using the hell out of is this compact, more so this little piece. But this is like their contour and highlighter thing from Makeup Forever. And I think they have like another shade, but there's like potentially a shade for everybody in this. I don't believe that. I feel like there's some things missing, but I do think that I love using these 1, 2, 3, 4 for just overall skin and a little bit of contouring. Another one that I think is really great for just overall skin and contouring is the Makeup by Mario. What's this called? Soft Sculpt Skin Enhancer. This also is good for like bronzing effect, but I like to have a natural skin. Should I do a little light beat? Because I have to go out anyway later. Y'all want me to do a little? I could do a quick beat. But yes, what? Ooh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bump your heart like that. Let me just put this stuff away so I can clear up my little counter. But yeah, I feel that, we're going to be seeing all the things for Sephora Sale, but just focus on the care of your skin when choosing these products, because there's so many on the market. Do your due diligence and do, just some research on what your skin actually needs, because it's just so much shit to choose from. Excuse my language. But there are some things that you don't get on Sephora that I will share with you guys. But yeah. Oh, that's trash. Maybe I can make a little video for Instagram for the stuff that I need to re-up on. But this that tonic for ingrowns, oh, it's so good. So I can only imagine what it does for people who shave. Is Muf your main complexion product? Makeup Forever? No, it's not. Overall, I use a couple of different brands just depending on the day and also the climate for that day too. I use Makeup Forever more so like I love taking this little thing to the gym with me, and I'll do like a quick little thing after the gym. I use Pat McGrath when I really want like a good beat. I also like House Labs by Lady Gaga, and I also like the Bobbi Brown foundations too. When I saw you use the wood therapy tool in your video, I was like, I need that in my life. It does really, and I also feel like it's a good meditative practice to do. Like I know it's something that's contouring and helping our body and like getting our blood flowing and moving like it's lymphatic. Okay. But I also feel like I kind of meditate when I'm doing it. I still like Bobbi Brown products and NARS. I don't use as much NARS as I do Bobbi Brown. I use a lot of the skin color corrector. I use some of the foundations. I use the smoothing serum. That's a really good base. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to. I use a Tower 28 also after a gym day. And I'm about to use it right now. Hold on, I'm just covering my hair. Just to reset my skin and all the product that I put on it. Skincare product and just kind of let that sit. Also, I'm using this sunscreen lately. Beauty of Joseon Daily Release Sunscreen. I also use Goop. Super Goop. Every single face, this doesn't have oil in it. I prefer that when it comes to this. There's no white cast either. I don't get a white cast with this. I'll have to try Pat. Is that product sheer full coverage? It's more buildable to full coverage because it's kind of thin. Like the actual product itself is thin. Hold on, let me go get my box of tissues. Whew. Excuse me. All right. I want to make sure I don't have no boogies while I'm talking to y'all. That would be diabolical. Okay. All right. Let's do a little face. And I also have been trying. I've been trying some eye products. Oh, I forgot to show y'all this. Oh. Y'all probably seen me talk about this before. The Dior Capture Total for like fine lines. And I usually have like a lot of fine lines like in my forehead because I'm a very expressive person with my face. If I'm not saying it, my face is type of thing. And this is a wrinkle corrector. This works. Like this one's almost done. I have another one, but y'all, this little thing, and it's like it's very targeted to whatever area that you're working with, and it's like a serum. It's a very light serum, but works. This little wrinkle thing, yeah. So at nighttime, I've been trying the Tula hydrating day and night treatment eye balm. I do like it. I like it for night. I've been using the Claude Lay firming eye gel cream. I like this underneath my makeup. I think it sits really well. The thing about me, it's not like I have dark circles, but like I just don't like this. So I'm trying to see if there's something that can help me even it out or bring it up. This new one I've been using, this is their eye cream reviving eye gel. This also has been doing nicely, but I just got it like a week ago. And I got its reusable eye patches to go with it. So it's almost like a mask treatment that you use with this particular eye gel, but you can use this on its own. You don't have to use this. But if you want to do like a mask treatment and really get the product in under your eye, you can use their little eye mask and you can rinse them off and reuse them. So I have heard that Claude Lay has good eye dark circle help, but this is more like a firming thing, so it picks up just a tad. But I also feel like this is my face, so I don't know how much help I should be expecting from some of these eye things. but that's just the truth. Okay, so for my skin, like I said, I have all those little serums on, sunscreen. I'm just gonna use the Milk primer. So good. I really just focus on here. I don't really focus on my forehead. That's cool that you get a reason. Yeah, I thought it was really innovative. One of my friends who's a photographer, Tone Wolf, did the campaign photos for that product, and that's how I saw it because he posted the work for it. I was like, oh my God, that looks so cool. And I got it, and I was like, this is really cool. And it also they dual use it for like if you have it on, you can do your eye makeup, like the wing eye makeup. It's set up so it creates a hard line for you to use to do as that makeup part. And then when you take it off, you could wash it, obviously. I'm gonna do a little bit more by Ellie. I did some this morning, but I don't think I did enough. And I need to fill it in again. But yeah, let me get my little gadgets and gizmos. But I feel like when it comes to makeup these days, I've been getting my facials done since earlier this year with Sean. I'm due for another one this month. I just want to wait till I'm not sick anymore because I don't want to be in his face while he's doing my face. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stay away from people for a little bit, or at least wear a mask. But you see how that like kind of lays that little thing out? It's like they're getting a little perm or something. But that's how I kind of lay down my eyebrows. And I know sometimes some people use products that like make the eyebrows look shiny. That I don't have that situation. I also like to wait a little while for that primer to set into my skin too, because that's what really helps it grip. I just picked up the Dew eye patches. I love them. They're so good, right? They're cute too. I have the Prada Balm. They sent this to me. It's nice. It's a nice to have. I actually use it a lot before going to bed. I either use this lip balm or the Fenty lip mask. It's nice, but it's one of those things where like you have to reapply a lot to feel that moisture in your lip. So I feel like during the day when you're dealing with a lot of people, that's annoying. If you're talking a lot, like that's annoying. I don't like dealing with that. I need something that's going to stick on for a while. The Prada Balm is good for nighttime when you're just chilling. I don't like shiny brows either. Yeah, it's like a little weird sometimes, but it's like not as harsh with this particular brand, and I like that. Okay, not as many minutes as I normally wait. Like when I do that gel, the Milk primer, I'm putting on my lotions and that's when I do my whip therapy. Like I do my skincare, put the gel on, then I do the thing so that could set. And after I'm finished with my wood therapy, that's when I'm doing my makeup for the day. And I'm allowing my body to absorb all the moisture from the oils too. So it's not as harsh when it's time to put my clothes on. But I do take a towel and kind of run over my body real quick to soak up any extra oils that might stain my clothes, depending on what I'm wearing that day. But anyway, as you can see, I am at the end of this little thing. So I'll be re-upping on this for the Sephora sale, but I just go over my little spots. This is the deep peach color. I have been getting a lot of little tiny bumps on my chin lately, which is interesting. Also do this on both sides and this whole little patch. I'm trying to get that whole patch of discoloration to calm down. And I actually don't put too much under my eye because my concealer does that work for me. And then I will take, I love Makeup by Mario brushes. Okay, please understand that. I love his brushes. They're very good. And today I'm going to use a very light approach. I'm going to use a mixture of Makeup Forever products and some of the Makeup by Mario so you can see what I'm talking about when it comes to that skin sculpt stuff. It's very slight, but it's such a good natural approach of doing the skin. So I take this dual-sided brush. Most of his brushes are dual-sided. And I just kind of tap it in, but lightly brushing it at the same time too. I don't know if you could see that or tell. I'm not a beauty blender girl. I know a lot of people are. I feel that when I'm using a lot of makeup, I could see why I would grab for a beauty blender to soak up the makeup. Because I find like unless I'm using like a lot of foundation or something, I don't really see why I need to use the beauty blender. But that was just to soften up dark spots, right? Am I right or am I right? I know. We're getting rid of those little marks. Okay, you all right? Okay. This is why I'm not a makeup person online. I play too much. The other thing, actually, this is one product that I've been using lately. And I'm wondering how it's going to finish, being that this is the mechanism that you use to put out the product. I don't like stuff like this. Like, make it easy. Put it in a regular freaking bottle. Everyone wants to make a really cool bottle. But anyway, Elf Grip Primer is great. I've heard that as well. It's just like the Milk one if you're looking for something that's a little bit more cost effective. So this is the Makeup Forever Super Boost. This is a skin tint. I love the fact that I'm using a skin tint. Something on my goal list this year was to use skin tints as my foundation. Like, I don't want to do full coverage like I used to. So I'm getting more into skin tints, but this, it really is like, you want to kind of treat it like a moisturizer. You don't have to just, that's probably how much I put on, and then I'll smooth it out with my fingers too. I could use a brush. We'll do one side with fingers and the other side with blush. I need to get back to Sean, because do y'all see my Steve Harvey? Y'all see this mustache, right? I know you see it. I need him to shave my hair off my face again. That dermaplaning, it's like I'm glad I started, but I'm also annoyed that I did, because now I'm like, when that little bit of hair come in, the little 5 o'clock shadow, I don't like that for me. I don't like it. Because look, you could it, but you can see it has a nice luster to it. And like, I'm gonna just do one side with my fingers. But you can see it's really simple to use. I'm gonna just wipe that off, and then I'm gonna do the other side with a brush, just so you can see. There's no real big difference. It's just a preference thing. But I will say, the brush is gonna soak up a little bit more. It's gonna take away rather than go in. What products did you use? I use By Ellie, Byellie. It's a UK based brand. Really cheap, honestly, in comparison to other things here in the States, as far as like eyebrow gels are concerned. What is this little piece of thing on my chin? Oh, it was dead skin. Well, I'm glad she came off. Okay. So yeah, that's just a difference. Not much of a difference, but I could probably reapply a little bit of coverage on this side, just a little bit. Not luster, the luster. Okay. So there's that. And sometimes when I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, like on this side where I use the brush, I'll use my Makeup Forever concealer bronzer kit, and I literally press between these two, because my skin color is such an in-between moment. And then I'll just like tap over those little areas that are a little bit darker, just to enhance or like even it out. And just that one color. Because if I go back with the skin color corrector from Bobbi Brown, it's like a pink, it's like a peachy color. It will be a little bit too light. So I go in with this little kit, and then it covers those little spots for me, right? And all this is like thin layers. I'm not trying to be caked up. It's just a pat of a brush and a transfer. Like I'm not trying to do too much stuff here. And then with this same little thing, I just use the lighter color there and I lightly go over this area and wing it out. Yes, a very light hand. And here's the thing, I realized the other day I was talking to my really good friend Nikita, the girls I went to Printemps with, Asia and Nikita. I've known them since college, and we were talking about I never had makeup applied to me. Like I never had a makeup artist apply makeup on me, and I actually liked the job. Like I'm not good with letting people do my makeup. And there's only one person I would ever consider to do my makeup for like a huge event if I could finance it, right? And it's King Mally, this makeup artist. I think she's based in California now. She used to be in New York, but she's not here anymore. She's originally a painter. And I feel like I paint, so no wonder there's a certain application that I use on my makeup when it comes to my face. And you're going to see how I kind of use this other bronzer thing as like a way to really blend out this natural tone. But I do use a very light hand, and there are certain brushes that I use on certain areas, and I bring out certain aspects or highlights with certain tones. But it's like, it is like a painting situation. You're painting your face with this stuff. So you have to kind of go with the ebbs and flows of your skin tone. Black people, we have different tones throughout our whole body. Like my stomach is darker, under my ass is darker. Then it's like, I'm bright here, I'm bright here, I'm bright. You know, like we have different colors all over our face. Just checked out the website and they're not able to ship to America because of this. Damn. Hold on. Oh, you don't know how much that made me so mad just now. Bye, Ellie. Oh my God. All right, so I'll get on their wait list, their information list. Wow. They're going to figure it out. Okay. I'll try to find a replacement and do in the meantime. That is very frustrating. He's so annoying. All right. Okay. I found another eyebrow brush. Eyebrow gel. I take a flat foundation brush and I use a little bit of setting powder and I lightly sweep under my eye. I don't cake on any powder. It's no reason for it. I have wrinkles underneath there. It will look crazy and set apart. So I just lightly fill in those little crevices with a little bit of powder, like the tiniest amount, okay? And sometimes I'll go over these areas that sometimes get a little shine hit on it, like there. I'll do the chin area, basically my T-zone. And I'll just set in that area. And it also helps me do closer to my eyebrow. So when I do my eyebrow pencil fill in, it has a dry matte area to land on. But yeah, I just lightly tap it in. And if I see that I can see a little lightness in my concealer, when I'm closer to finishing, I'll go back in a little bit more, but tiny bit of powder, tiny bit, okay? And when the summer comes, I'll use another powder that's a little bit darker and I'll put it all over my face, but it has to go with the color. Like I'm using a lighter color powder from one size under my eye. I'll use a darker powder in the fill-in areas, like when I have brown bronzer and stuff, right? It's like a painting. Now I get to use my newer product from Makeup by Mario. And again, I'm using one of his brushes. This is his F1 brush. This is the color Dark in the Sculpt. And it kind of has like a little bit of sheen to it. And this is like one of the, here's the thing. I really like this product. However, there's always going to be a however. I think that they can have a deeper range of colors for this because I think this is the second to last darkest color for this particular collection of his. And I'm like, okay, but what about my dark skinned friends? What are they supposed to use as a sculpt? Mario, you should know this. Why are you even playing like that to get canceled? But anyway, I do like this bronzer color for myself. But it's the slightest amount of contouring. And this brush is so graceful. And it really like, it's like at the end, you kind of see how it all comes together. But I just go with my natural lines there and I just enhance them. So sadly, this will be the issue for many companies. I know. It's like where and and he of course he's not gonna give us a heads up so we can place orders for anything, but a lot of people, a lot of companies last year, there was a company I think in Philadelphia that instead of paying out their yearly bonuses to their employees, they brought everyone together and was just like, we're not going to be able to pay out bonuses because we're going to place orders for our products for a year in advance because he's talking about doing tariffs. Kamala Harris is warning us that he's going to place tariffs on us, and this is going to hinder our production flow. And if like more people thought of that, like I think when I bought that eyebrow gel, I think it was like a couple months ago, and I bought like 2 or 3 of them, only because I was just like, I hate waiting for it because it takes like a week or so. Me being a spoiled American, right? We're used to everything getting to us within 2-3 days. So I was like, I don't feel like waiting for the other ones, so let me just order in advance. I did not think that the Euro countries, that the UK would be a part of it because he's rubbed shoulders with the LVMH owners. Like the LVMH son was hanging out with him at Mar-a-Lago. He was there the day that they announced his presidency. Like I thought that there would be certain things that wouldn't be touched on, but no one's safe. Have you tried Danessa Meyer's product? So I do have her blush set. I do love this set. The other thing I've been testing, I don't know if it's for me, is her Skin Universal. When I get more comfortable with it, I'll let you know how I feel. Everyone loves it. I'm just trying to figure out my approach with it because it's like a balm. And I'm like, do you use this? Does anyone use this? Is this like, do you use this like how I use the Milk Primer? Or do you use it over top of the primer? Where do we fit this in the process? Because I don't know. To me, it feels like a butter bomb. Another product that I'm trying out is the Westman Atelier, the bronzer for that. But I'm confused about that part, that one. You use it on your off days. So like, what do you put makeup over top of it? I'm still contouring with this thing. I use it, but it's a little greasy. Okay, so is it something that we would more so use during the winter months? Because I do think there's different products that we use for different parts of the year, depending on the heat. You know what I'm saying? As a primer. Oh, she just did a real, okay, Kosas eyebrow products are good. But will it tame a bushy brow? Will it tame a bushy brow? I'm concerned about it being able to lay down a bushy brow. Okay. Now, the next step of his sculpt process that he created, this little system, there's another brush that I use with him, F3. You see this gradient? So I actually will take the bottom of the gradient and I will kind of tap over the areas that I bronzed, because that kind of just sets it, and it also will enhance the contour. You see what's going on? Do you see what's going on? Oh my God. Do you see it? I actually really like this system. My only beef with it is that I don't think it has much range when it comes to skin tones that it could work with. I'll take this one and just tap it in. But yeah, y'all, this man. And listen, I know I've said before, like, for everyone's benefit, I hope it doesn't blow up in anyone's faces. And I still feel that way, but it's like right now, he is not helping y'all's argument. For the people who voted for him, he is not helping y'all argument. I'm telling you right now, okay? All right, so it's a very subtle beat, y'all. Very subtle. And then I like to take the highlight points and just like go over the top, especially if I don't feel like doing like a blush for that day, you know. Use that, put on the nose thing here, little high point, highlight my brow, my mustache. You use it with the color version. When I use it, oh, you use it by itself. See, I need to check out that video she just posted. Someone just said that she posted a new video on it. I need to watch that because I need to understand the benefits of it and how to approach it. Okay, so that is, oh, oh, I need to finish this. One of the steps I take, so as I get older, I have little moles and marks and stuff. And I love that because a lot of the women in my family, you know, that's like all of us have like little, like, see how I have these marks on one side. So my family, we all have like little marks that just grow over time as we get older. And mines are starting to come in. But I find that sometimes they look pretty blended into my skin. Like you could see them a little bit, but like to resurface my natural marks with a freckle thing. This is by a company called Freck. And I think they're so cool. They have a smaller version than this, but literally I just take that and I resurface my little moles. And I also tap them to kind of soften the harsh thing. So, oh wow, I have to be quiet when I do this. And it might look like a little bit more freckle overall, but I just don't want it to be as harsh. Just on the one little spots that I'm resurfacing here. So after each one, I just kind of do a few. Sometimes it takes me a while to find them, but I just want them to be visible. I don't want to hide them. So yeah, I just do this little resurfacing mechanism so I could feel like my mom. And I have some up here on my eyelid. But yeah, whenever I do the concealer, it just kind of like goes away. And I'm like, no, I want my little marks visible. So, oh, that one's pretty harsh. I didn't dab that one too much. Yeah, better. So I do that. And it's like one of the final steps. And I do like the Danessa Myricks cream-based blushes, but during the warmer months, I've been liking the MAC one. What's this? The Heat Index. Very, very little. Very little. Like you can't even, you can barely see it. But just a little dab. I'm telling you, I don't be doing too much, okay? I don't be doing too much. Maybe I could do a little bit more. Hold on. It looks different here. I gotta make sure I'm referencing this mirror because that's a little bit different. It's a little more. Not too much. Hello. And so that, and that. And then I'll do my Anastasia brow. And I also use the Refi eyebrow pencil. You'll see why when I'm done. But yeah, so these are literally, I guess you can say, everyday use. I'm between Makeup Forever and Makeup by Mario. And then when I'm really like into the skin, like into the foundation, whatever, it's Pat McGrath First Grab. If I'm low on it, then I have like a backup with House Labs or Bobbi Brown. Excuse me. Why are you so extended? Oh my God, we don't need that much. So yeah, I go in and I'm sorry, I have to look over here with both of these references because it's dark over here. I'm sorry, but I just need more of a balanced view. Anyway, like I said, I don't think I like these choices for my makeup because they're compact, they're easy. I also feel like it takes a long time for them to be used. Like I've had that Makeup Forever compact for like 6 months now, and now I'm seeing the main one color that I use a lot. Now I'm starting to see the bones of it, right? And I also like the idea of the Makeup by Mario bronzer skin sculpt because it's a little dish of product and you just use very little over time. So I like those brands and the concept of the products because it's like just usage over time, just lasts longer, more bang for your buck. But I guess I use a lot of stuff that enhances the skin and overall appeal, you know. And I'm also just kind of like harboring over certain things about my skin. I'm like, my acne. It's like the moment I stop stressing about my cystic acne, and obviously that was also a part of diet too. I'll break out a little bit when I'm about to have my cycle. But even now, it's not as harsh as it used to be because it's like I'm just focusing on moisturizing my damn skin. I'm just focusing on enhancing the elasticity or just making sure that I'm not breaking the barrier of the skin, that it feels strong, that it's highlighted and feels good and supple, you know? But I never leave. I don't like going anywhere without my eyebrows filled in, okay? I feel like that's the thing that frames my face the most. And so I do that with the Anastasia brow pencil. And I like the Refi pencil for eyebrows because it has a very fine, like its pencil is super thin. Hello. And so I go over in the front to make more hair-like movements and fill it in. Like, I don't know, to me it gives me a little bit extra texture. And I think it really comes from the fact that my eyebrows were ripped away and that it just, I've always felt a little bald, spottish about my eyebrows since that, the lady waxed my eyebrow and just it never grew back the same. I like to make my brows look like they have definition and color. So This is like a dark brown, and then the other one is like a brunette. So it just has like some imbalance to colors, and I feel like it gives me a little bit more umph. If you were starting your makeup journey over, what would be one item from your current routine that you would have to have? That's a really good question. I mean, outside of brows, because eyebrows is the thing for me. I begin and end with it. But if it had to deal like other makeup areas, it would be the Makeup Forever comment, because this really does cover a lot of things for me. I could do a fuller beat. I could do a heavier beat even with this. And I feel like it gets a lot done for me. Excuse me. Do you still use Youth for the People? Yes, I do use I still do use Youth to the People, but Sean told me to start using Dr. Dennis. So, y'all, this is so weird. I'm going to see if it happens if I'm on live with you guys. So, I was trying to put the stuff in my cart that I need to get. And every time I try to get this Dr. Dennis Gross, the Alpha Beta Daily Cleansing Gel. So this, I had to buy the mini version of this. For whatever reason, whenever I try to get the large version of this damn facial cleanser, let's see if it happens. Okay, this is the one that I'm trying to get. Yo, every time. It doesn't load for me to freaking add to the cart. It is so frustrating. And this is why I haven't talked about it, because I'm like, does this not exist? Like, and I need to go into the store, which I don't want to do right now because it's sale time. Oh my gosh. But like, are y'all experiencing this? Because what the hell? It's the Dr. Dennis Gross Daily Cleansing Gel, the AHA BHA cleanser. My gosh, it's annoying. Okay. I cannot add it to cart. And then it goes, like, what in the world? It's so weird to me. Like, it's the strangest thing. And it's same issue. That is weird. Oh my God. And I'm like, maybe it's me. No. So what I have in my cart right now is the color corrector from Bobbi Brown for me to refill. I have the NARS Light Reflecting Advanced Skincare Medium, their new foundation that I did match really well with when I went to an event, in the color Phoenix. Everyone always talks about Say Beauty, the Dew Blush Liquid. Amika Midnight Mender. It's like an overnight strength repair hair care. I love, I'm starting to really enjoy Amika hair products. NARS also has like this setting mist that I want to try. Makeup by Mario has another brush that I couldn't find in store that they have online. And then Asia from The Cut, the beauty editor from The Cut, she posted about this Sarah Sriel. It's a mineral sunscreen, but it has like illuminating effect to it. And there's like a darker color, a golden bronze, that I'm like, ooh, that would be really nice for summer if I'm just using like skin tints and stuff like that. But I wanted to try that too. So those are the things that are in my cart. And I would love to add the Dr. Dennis Gross Gel Daily Cleanser into my cart, but I can't. So I have to go see if I can find it in person in the bigger size, because I do like how it makes my skin feel. But I do still use Youth to the People, the Daily Greens face wash at the end of the day. Like, I use it as my secondary cleanser from taking off my makeup. After the Target support announcement, I couldn't get through the video. Disappointed in one of my favorite content creators. Appreciation for the. That's fine. And you know what? I understand. If I'm not for you, I'm not for you. It's okay. No love lost. I have a large community. Some of us don't always have the same, what's it called? We're not always going to be in agreement with our opinions and how we approach life and stuff. And that's how life is. We're not supposed to have the same application to life. That's what makes us so unique and different. And, thanks for announcing that you have to back away. Thank you for making me privy to it. No love lost. Good luck on your travels and connecting with influencers that you feel should be of the same vein as you. That's fine. That's fine. It added for you, Amber. What? Gigi, I'm currently trying to grow my brows back. Listen, I've been trying to do it for over 20 years, almost 20 years. It's really tough for me. Okay. But you're not on the app. You're on the desktop. Okay, so maybe I should try that. The Fenty line was amazing. Oh, and this and that. Okay. Gets that oil. Oh, it's like a powder. Is that the powder you're talking about that they use? I keep hearing about how great the Anika Midnight Mentor. I've heard about it. They didn't have it in the store at Sephora. And that's why I'm like, okay, I'll just get it online. Oh, thank you. Thank you. A light foundation. I feel like Pat McGrath feels light on the skin and it's buildable to full coverage. That's so weird. So you guys have, yeah, she's not into what I said about the Target thing. That's the announcement. What I shared about the Target thing. Have you tried ordering directly from Dr. Dennis? No, but you know what? Let me see if I can add it to my cart online here. Let me sign in. And so my cart will reflect there. Let me see, Dr. Dennis Rose. Okay, I see the big bottle. Oh, perfect. Wait, add it to cart. Let me see. Wait, I want to see. So I could do it on the website. I could do it on the website. Hold on. Let me see if it's going to show up in my cart now. Let me close out of the app and go back in. That is so strange. No, I talked about earlier in my video, I came clean about I went and I have interacted with Target twice this week. One to support Black women behind a collaboration that's about to come out. And I went to an event and I bought things from the collaboration at the event, but more so just giving support to the women behind the actual situation there. And that I know some more information about what's going on behind the scenes, that they renamed their DEI, but they're not marketing it. And then I also share concern that I'm just worried about this boycott not really having a follow-through plan at the end of the 40 days and not affecting the Black and brown people on the front lines of the company, meaning the people in store that work at Target, and them getting let go because of the decline of sales and whatnot. And I also bought from Target yesterday because I couldn't find my medicine in the Bronx area at different stores that I had Carlos running to and from to. So I ordered my Tylenol and the cold stuff my vapor rub, all this stuff from Target because I hadn't bought delivery from there since December, but I was like, I need medicine. Like I need this stuff and it's not all in one place. So that was my announcement. Not everyone's going to be okay with what I'm saying. I am not here to be agreeable for everyone. I think there's more relatability in the things that I've talked about or shared. There's value that I bring about the fashion things or concepts or topics that I cover on my channel. However, I'm not here to be a person to make people feel we are of the same mind, and we're not of the same mind. We all have different life experiences and exposures and thought process and practices. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that I was just being honest with y'all because Target done delivered at my house yesterday, and I went to an event too. So I'm just like, that's fine. People are going to feel uncomfortable with certain things I might like or dislike. It's fine. I am not here to be a puppet for everyone's mindset. I am my own person, and it's not always going to roll with people. And I'm not expecting that. And I really I'm not hurt by it. So that's what we were talking about. Just go on somewhere. Can you add the Palio show? Oh yes, I'll make a whole. I'm gonna put a thing. I'm gonna make a thing on Shop My and on what's the other thing? Like to Know It, and then I'll put the link to all the things under this live in the description when we're finished. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, no. I don't support their approach to not helping people understand the renaming and redirection of their DEI. I don't understand why they're not doing more to be there for the community. However, there are so many Black and brown people that are the backbone of that company and that are still there, that are happy there, still being supported while being at the company. And they're not able to talk about it much, but it is a reality, and it's frustrating to them because it's just like, we still have our DEI program. It's just something different. And they renamed it because of this new, what's it called? Our new president. And just being in his good graces. Oh, is that why Target was almost empty when I went in? Yes, we're boycotting them. A lot of people are boycotting Target for 40 days up until April 17th, right, Mickey? I don't know if Mickey's still here. I think it's fine to support the brands because they still have contractual obligations to fulfill. Many have invested a great deal of capital being retailers like Target. That is really true. That is really true. And it's like, until right now, a lot of those brands could just not up and leave, unless they're not selling well, they can't just up and leave their contract, right? And how else are they supposed to show up in other spaces or create their own spaces if they don't have the capital behind it? And yes, Target does make a profit off of the sales of this particular product from those brands that we want to support, right? And we would want to see outside of Target, but we got to start somewhere. The capital has to build somewhere, and we have to give them a push to get somewhere else. So it's like, damn. But also, they took away certain initiatives like the Future Collective, and that was something that was highlighting a lot of Black and brown people. Tabitha Brown is not really isolated in the stores anymore. Like, it's very much across the board, like with everything else. Like now it's no longer, here's this Black brand with Tabitha Brown in Target. It's more of, here are all of our home care brands. Here are all of our seasoning brands, which I have to say, I don't totally not love it. Like, hear me out. I have a small business. Noir Bud is a Black-owned CBD brand. And during 2020, everybody and their mama was supporting my company, okay? I was making such good money for the first time in my life on my own as my own boss, making product that I formulated from my heart and mind, okay? And during 2020, everybody wanted to support Black-owned brands individually and in any shelf that they were on. And that's when a lot of brands like Target said, well, we're going to do DEI, we're going to do this, Black-facing this, Black-facing that, we're going to make it sound good. But if you were always on point, you don't have to make an announcement, but cool, whatever. My issue is, when I was being featured on many different sites for my company, I did start to get a little about always being called small Black-owned business. There was something about it that started to bother me, because I'm just like, I'm a business. I'm a small business that's growing. I need to be able to scale. I don't always want to be in this pigeonhole, corner in the pigeonhole as a small, just a small Black-owned business. And it's like, when we look at white owning businesses, they're just a business. They're a small business, they're a growing business, they're a business. So it's like, I kind of understand melting everyone into one section and not really creating this difference. And I get it, but I do also get, we do need that support. We do need people to know that this is Black owned. But I don't know. It's like it's kind of needed, but it's kind of not. And sometimes it's annoying, but sometimes it's really helpful. It's like it's a very fine line. It's a very fine line. But I always got frustrated. I'm like, I'm not just a small Black business. Like, I'm a woman-owned business. I'm a business. I'm a growing business. I'm a CBD business. I'm a cannabis business. I am one of the first to do this type of business. And it was just like very like putting in a small box. And it felt like there's not much growth that could happen from there. And then I've been a Black business this whole time, and not much has been going with it. It's not featured in anything for the last year. Right. I mean, it has a great customer base, don't get me wrong. And I'm not grateful for my customer base, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, just talking out my mind. See, this is why I don't go live too much, because I sometimes look like I'm for the hoorah rah, and I just have opinions, not always facts. So take me with a grain of salt. Oh, thank you. Yes, hit the like button. I always forget to say stuff like that. Thank you, Johanna. I was saying the same thing about the Target cancellation. I know so much young Black people who work at Target will go to at Target, will they go to community colleges who really need a job? That's one thing. This new BS, that's what we're calling it. If Target was the only way for you to get what you need being sick, that's what you could do. Listen, and because I'm sorry, I do enjoy living in the Bronx, but it's kind of like a desert for certain things. Like, there's not a lot of places to eat in my neighborhood. Like, there's not too much in this neighborhood yet, or like it's in Harlem right across the way, but they don't deliver here. And I was literally on the couch like, boy, I can't breathe. Like, so I was struggle busting. Okay. Wait, my battery is low. I have one more step in my makeup, but it's not like crazy. You guys heard me talk about it all the time at this point. Let me just plug this up, and then I'll just be with y'all for a few more minutes, and then we'll go and enjoy our Saturday, okay? I've been boycotting Target, but I'm not out here judging those who do or still work with them. I do think it's better to shop directly from brands if you can. Exactly. If they have the base too. So true about Tabitha Brown products being inclusive with the Pantene type brands. Yeah, it's like there's no difference, which honestly, yes. It's no, it is different for how it serves a person. But sometimes it is nice to be isolated just as like a Black owned business that serves the people. I don't know. But I understand both dynamics and both pros and cons of each initiative. It limits a business owner. Plus, it's not just Target. My mom works for one big box store who pulled DI. If I pull my support from that store, it affects her and her POC coworkers. It's a domino effect, guys, and that's why it's just like it's good to organize and to do these types of things, but it just needs like a process and a plan. I get what you're saying. Instead of labeling your business as an emerging, that would be nice. Emerging business, yes, I like emerging business. That has a nice tune. I get what you're saying. Instead of focusing on labeling the brands as emerging company, CPG category. What CPG? What is CPG? Because y'all know I'm never ashamed to tell y'all I don't know about something. It's simply lumped into the small business category. Break out the tarot card. I don't even know where my tarot cards are. I don't even know where my tarot cards are. How about that? I have not. I don't think I've seen them since I moved here. Girl, I would love to read my own tarot because the things. Oh, you know what? I do want to put on. I've been wearing eyeliner, guys. Isn't that weird? I don't normally wear eyeliner, but I got this Victoria Beckham one, and I really like it. It doesn't drop like other ones do. Consumer product goods. Thank you so much. I'm not embarrassed. Some of these acronyms, I'm just like colored. No, help me, help me. I don't know. I'm not gonna guess it. I'm not gonna guess it. Like, just tell me. Um, the Lenormand deck. Oh, really? Wait. Uh, yes. Listen, it's been a while since I've talked about certain terminologies in business, so that's why I'm just like, I don't remember this one. I recognize it, but I'm like, I don't even want to begin acting like I know what that means. I can't remember. Just now caused me to do mine. Yes, come on, do your skincare with me. Foods, tools, etc. Yes, something that user buys and uses up, then buys more. I remember when we used to burn the eyeliner with. Yeah. Oh my God, that's a throwback. Yeah, but it was so good, and I do think like this is called the satin kajal liner. It's very rich. So let me just try to do this and you can see me. So this is their cocoa color. You saw how it just glides on so easily. And here's the thing, I laugh a lot throughout my day. Like I have a lot of smile lines, and this like doesn't move like other liners have in the past. And it also has like a little blender. So I like to soften it up and move it myself before it moves on me. And you see how, oh no, maybe you can't see, but it my concealer is kind of like separating a little bit there. So I'm gonna just go back with this little baby and fill it in, and it disappears. Okay. So yeah. And I also been liking Victoria Beckham's mascara. What I like about this, you know how like when you wash your mascara off and it like makes you into a raccoon? This, when you apply water or any kind of makeup remover to it, it clumps off without ripping your eyelashes out. I like a clump remove versus me having to go and fit 11 times with a Q-tip to clean off all the mascara from underneath my eye that got on my skin. Oh my gosh, that is annoying. So I do like the fact that it's easier removal. It does get, oh, I forgot to do that little Shiseido thing with the eye curler, eyelash curler. I don't be, listen, I like it. I just don't remember that I have it to curl my lashes. It's not a step that I'm used to doing, but I do see a difference when I'm using it. But I do like this mascara. It's really good. Any thoughts on the Kofi products from this brand? I like this. I like this a lot. My agenda today, I'm gonna see if Christian is coming over to measure the closet office room. The racks are up. The clothes aren't really up there. The shoe rack is up. I did put some shoes on there, but I want him to help me curate the racks and stuff as a second set of eyes. That is also, I got on my eyelid. He is a stylist by trade, but also interior designer, and he actually helped me pick out these racks for my closet. But we're also going to be adding in a rug at some point and curtains to be dual use, to cover the clothes from the sun when I'm not in the apartment and able to put down the blinds and just, from street level, not able to see, but also to use curtains as a background set for my filming. So I need to get curtains, the curtain track for the ceiling, a rug, some seating, a new desk also for that space. So he's just gonna come and help me out with it, maybe today or maybe tomorrow. And I'm also going to a store event for a designer preview, and that's all. I don't really have much going on, and I have to wait for that to dry so I can brush it off. Victoria Beckham Kajal liner. Hello. Would you ever consider selling your paintings, doing commission work? I used to. I used to be a commission painter. There's someone in Maryland who has a house full of my paintings, who commissioned me to do so. I saw you guys comment about the paintings and like getting prints done. I wouldn't mind doing that, but I would do the original painting on such a small scale because I don't have much place to put all these things, right? But I have done commission work, which is always interesting to me because I'm just like, you can't tell me what to paint. Like maybe you could tell me what colors, but I never know what I'm going to paint until I start. So it's weird to do commission work in that way. But I was thinking getting prints made and also t-shirts, prints on a t-shirt. So that was something I was considering. And then, oh yeah, Christian's amazing. What about having your own exhibit, event, hint? That would be, you know what I really want to do? I want to make an art exhibit for my dad and his work. Oh my gosh. He's recently been showing me a lot of his photographs from like back in the days. And I'm just like, this needs to be in an exhibit. I feel like I wouldn't be opposed to doing it if I were painting more often. Because like my house kind of serves as my exhibit space because most of the paintings in my house are done by me. There's one artist whose work I have here, and I want to order something from Fritz von Erich. But I think that would be cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna I just need a spoolie, and there we go, mascara gone. Yeah, it would be cool. I want him to make a coffee table book of his images, and I would love to do an exhibit of his work. And sure, I could figure something out for myself, but I feel like I want to see his stuff up on the wall. That'd be so cool. But yeah, that is the routine, and then I finish off with the one side, which I also need to add to cart because this feels empty. I'm spraying a lot on because I feel like not a lot is coming out the damn bottle. Okay. That feels like it was actually something misting on my skin. So yeah. That is it. That is all for the daily little beat. Nothing too crazy, you know? Nothing too crazy because we don't have time for that, okay? Okay. But that's it, y'all. That is it. Ooh, I just pulled all that hair out. Oh, and I've been using the sacred oil on my hair as well as I use these two oils. And I use this oil. It's almost like the Olaplex oil, but just a little bit cheaper. And then I use the bread oil too. I like how this one smells more than I like the sacred smell, but it doesn't matter. And I just like to lightly, and then on my tips of my hair. Oh, I forgot a lip. I don't really do much of a lip. But let's do something regular. Dimensional Dark Brown by Makeup Forever. I feel like this might be a little too dark, but let's see. Okay. It's dark, but whatever. And then I have the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in Vanilla. Because you know what I really want to do? And then I blend it in. See? What I really want to do is skin tint, brow, mascara, red lip in the summer. Hair pulled back. Boom. That's all. But yeah, girls. And then it's supposed to flip back. Okay, girl, you was doing it the whole other day. Being slow in front of my friends. Excuse me. All right. Your dad is so handsome. Love to hear y'all conversation. Thank you. I love my daddy. Right. I was like, I almost missed the lips because I do that often. I feel like I put my lip situation on before I leave the house. I don't know why I don't really focus on that. I don't know. I guess I'm more so like a lip balm girl. I don't know. Got myself for a card right to get. Thank you. Listen, get it together. A sacred oil is good. Yeah, it's really good. I really enjoy it. But since I colored my hair, even though it's a darker color I have in my hair, I still need to be careful with the moisturizing of it. I don't want it to get too dry or brittle, especially at the tips. And Lorraine said I've been doing a really good job of maintaining the health of my hair since I've box dye colored it a couple weeks ago. I do still want to have her do another color treatment on me. I want like a really good chocolate brown color, like real chocolate goodness. Brown. Yes. Like I don't want it to look like a dark brown. I want it to look like chocolate, milk dud. Like I want it chocolate brown. With some highlights or whatever. I got rid of my grays, but I think no, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, what's this little piece of hair? Oh my God, this reflection is not. It looks crazy when I'm looking at myself here versus the mirror. All right. All right, y'all. And I'm not dressed for the day yet, but I wonder if these were the pants that I was wearing in that video that y'all was talking about that I didn't link because I didn't think you could see the pants. But these are like old track pants from Sundar Bay. And if I know that I have something, excuse me, that is sold out or the company doesn't exist anymore, like these pants, when I link things, I link it to a platform that will host even replicas or similar pieces. You have to press the link to see all the things that I link in that one story. So like if I have a YouTube video that I'm posting, everything that's mentioned in that video, it lives in one link. Yes, I can itemize it for you too, but sometimes it takes up too much space on the description box and I can't post. Like it has limits to the amount of characters that I use per description box, but I will house all the things on the Shop My link. It all lives there. And there's going to be different options, even options with people with different stores that will have an item for less versus a store, you know, that is, it comes up quicker for me. Like let's say Saks Fifth Avenue has it. Okay, but then I see it on Nordstrom's website and it's on sale. I'm gonna post both of them. So look through all the things, but you might want to use your Saks card. You get what I'm saying? So I give options for different places to buy different things from, but I also give you options for things that are sold out or dead stock or whatever, and it looks very similar, and I know the quality is really good too. So always look at the overall universal link to everything that is discussed in a particular video, because it all is there. That's where the magic is. And it takes me a long time. It takes me a long time, so I appreciate if you just look at my work. Please. Thank you. Let me know if I miss anything. Okay. Hello from London. Hey. All right, y'all. Listen. Always a joy. I love y'all down. Yay. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. And sorry I did not have a video for Friday. We're still waiting on approval. Jesus. But I'll see y'all on Tuesday with another vlog, and we'll pick up from there, even though it might be out of cadence because the one vlog is not approved. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Love y'all down. Love y'all down. I'll save this video, and later on you'll see all the items in the description, but I'll put a community post up so you know that it's been added. Okay. Have the same surname as, oh wow, yes, the Lugay. Some people say Lugay. Where are you from, Sandra? Are your people Filipino? Oh, thank you. I love those tuxedo pants. Are you from the Philippines? Are you people from the Philippines? The Lugay name is a Filipino name. My mom's father, biological father, is a Filipino, African Filipino from Dominica. I'm just so curious. And whenever we meet like Filipino people and she tells them her surname, they're like, oh my God, you're Filipino. We're like, yeah, it's in our blood. You're from the UK and you're people from Dominica. Wait a minute. So you're part of the Lugay family. If your folks are from Dominica, do they know Henry Lugay? Because my grandmother is of the Charles family, and the Charles family, we also had the first female prime minister, and Regina Charles is my cousin, who was the first female prime minister of Dominica. Michael Lugay. This is so interesting. My mother just texted me. How more interesting. Hold on, mommy. She gonna ask me where am I. She has my locations. I'm at home on YouTube Live. Do you know of a Michael Lugay? Hold on. Okay. I'm sending that picture to my mom. The chat. You know she's going to take hours to respond because she's at work. Is she? Yeah, she's at work. She's at the hospital. That's so funny. I will follow up. This is so interesting. I love stuff like this. But yeah, we'll see if she knows of Michael Lugay. He has brothers Clef, Clayton, Henry. Why does the name Clayton ring a bell? Henry. Wait. Nah, I gotta call her. I have to call her. Why does Clayton ring a bell to me? Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm at home and I'm on YouTube Live, right? Listen, there's a woman named Sandra Lugay on my live.
What's her name?
Sandra Lugay. Her father is Michael Lugay and has listen, brothers Kev or Sev, Clayton, Henry, sister
John.
Bernice.
John.
This grandpa?
Grandpa's sister's name Bernice.
Sandra's our cousin?
Second.
What?
My first cousin.
Oh my God. Do you know Sandra?
Is Uncle Clayton or Michael? You said is her father.
Her father is Michael, and she lives
in New York.
And look,
when I first moved to the States, Uncle Michael lived there.
Did your father live in New York?
Huh?
So Sandra lives in the UK, and she said her surname is Lugay also. Her father lived in, wow, that's our cousin. Her father lived, that's her cousin Sandra's father is Michael, who lived in New York.
But where is Sandra?
She's in the UK.
Oh, the UK?
Yes. Look, I'm on here. This is the computer. That's crazy.
Can you show? Do you have a picture?
No, Sandra, do you have like an Instagram or something? Because her picture is her name. That's so crazy to me.
Actually, no, Mina. Mina is a cousin. Is I think Bernice is grandpa's sister's daughter. Mina. She bought Oma's house in Dominica.
Mayna's my cousin, she said.
Okay, she's the one bought Oma's house in Dominica.
So your cousin Mayna bought my grandmother's house in Dominica. That's like on a hill. A big, big house. Who's Miss Globe Girl? There's like this UK connection. Okay, we have to like figure this out. Sandra, hold on. Let me email me your info, all the things. This is so cool to me.
How old is Sandra?
Well, I'm not asking how old Sandra is in all front of these people. Now we are silly lady.
She should be around my age. She's my first cousin.
Email me there, Sandra. Everyone knows that email, but like send me an email there. She said, I'm a young 63.
See?
Wow. And it's
a young 69.
They can hear you. That's so funny. I do have a good base of people in the UK, so this makes a lot of sense how we got interconnected. So I wonder if they know the what's Juanita's name in it? Bardot?
Badu.
Badwill. We have a large family base of the Badwill family in the UK, and that's my grandmother's sister and all her kids. The Charles family.
Eugenia Charles' first cousin. That is Oma's. Oma's first cousin is Eugenia Charles, who was the Iron Woman.
Oh, I said Regina. Eugenia, Iron Woman, first female prime minister.
Yes.
There we go. Wow.
So she's your third cousin.
Yes. Y'all, that's so crazy. Sandra, please contact me with your info so we can connect. And who is Miss Globe Girl? Is she also part of the family? This is so wild to me. Because the minute she said, my name is Lugay, and I said, I see her name is Lugay, I was like, wait.
Does she know Mina?
Yes. Oh, wow. That's so funny.
First cousins. We are first cousins.
Wow. Wow. Look how small the world is now.
How she got in touch with you?
I'm on YouTube Live right now. So I'm live streaming from my bathroom. I've been talking shitness. Okay. I've been talking makeup, skincare, Target, all the things. Just talking, shooting this shit with my friends here.
What about Diane first designer for that thing you had to do for?
Well, no, it's for Kate Spade. And I told the cookies I bought some stuff from Target. I came clean to them that I broke my boycott for 2 days, and we talked about it. And someone announced that they were no longer following me because of it. Girl, it's fine. You know how it is. Whatever. But I'm on live, and I was just about to close out. So, all right, cookies. I'll see you guys later. She said, "No, I'm just excited to see the live." I hear that because one girl was like, "She knows Mayna," and I was like, "Is that a cousin too?" They're just excited. That's funny. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I was signing off actually, Sandra, but I'll save this live and I'll see you guys later, and I'll add in all the links that we need in a few hours because it's going to take me some time to link it all, okay? But I'll see you guys later. Nice to meet you, Sandra, cousin. Okay. Bye, guys. That's so cool. It's like such a small world online.